And anyway, we have like a few picks so far, so we might
Yeah,
talk about the draft.
you
Yeah,
know. Anyway, moving on from these discussions of places I haven't been, let's get on to places we are together, Liz. We're
yeah,
here in this game.
we have an Undying and Shadow Shaman, a bit of a different approach from Old but Gold. Uh, Team Empire going with their standard draft, going with that Tiny and Pangolier. I really do not like this Winter Wyvern, though. It was so bad the last time they played it. Honestly, like, I don't know. I think their Black Archangel guy, position 5, is better on any other position 5 than on Winter Wyvern. So far, that's what I've seen at least. And I mean, I don't value the hero like the strongest. I mean, the position 5 Wyvern is great. Like, you get farm no matter what you do. Like, it's so easy because you're out pushing most of the time. And then you have the Cold Embrace and Winter's Curse to work with. Winter's Curse, you can basically stop Lifestealer and waste his rage, right? But overall, like, come on, man. I really think there are better position 5s right now. Like, Grimstroke has been banned, but there are some other ones that are like Kotl hasn't been banned, and no one is picking Kotl. Like, what is this? What kind of madness is this?
Maybe he's just, he thinks he's scrimming. Maybe someone didn't explain to Black Archangel these are actual games to decide get into the minor, and he thought he'd just practice a little bit of Wyvern, you know?
I mean, yeah, sure.
The only thing that adds up right now. Okay, but the TB coming out, this is something we've barely seen anything of the last few days, and I for one, am happy with that statement.
I don't know. TB is pretty legit here. You have the TB versus Lifestealer. I mean, actually, no. What am I talking? I wanted to say it in the different direction. It can go either way, but right now, Lifestealer is building that Radiance build anyway. So that Radiance build can be very problematic for TB to deal with. Obviously, it can happen. Like, TB can deal with it if he gets some MKB and stuff, but overall, the new build, well, not the new build, but the resurrected build on Lifestealer with the Radiance is definitely difficult for TB to deal with. So I'm not certain why they went for a TB over a Troll, considering Troll isn't banned and he's so decent versus Lifestealer. In any case, we're gonna see the good old TB LS matchup in which usually the point of TB's team is to take control of the map and take the game before LS has that Radiance or is able to do a whole lot. But right now, Lifestealers are like going for that early Midas into the early Radiance. So I don't know if Empire is going to be able to do that.
Well, I expect all but Gold to do it. It's in their name and it's in their banner. If they're not going greedy with some Midas pickups, I don't know why they're picking these heroes.
Yeah. I'm not certain if Team Empire is going to be able to contest and crush them before that Midas pays off on the side of old but Gold. That's all. Well, we'll see what their last picks are and what they're thinking. Team Empire is most likely putting this, 100% putting this Pango mid. Then they pick Fury on. Actually, like, you can put the Fury on mid too, but it's most likely going to be Fury on offlane, coupled with that Tiny, and then you have Pango mid and Terrorblade with Wyvern safe lane. I think that's the case. I think that's what they're doing.
Oh, I'd expect it to be up against the Lifestealer. That's the way a lot of people have been running it at the moment. Get the Blightstone as well and just try and force him off the lane a little bit.
Yeah, just right-click him. It can work, definitely. Plus, you have that Tiny to help you with the last hits and with the harass, so it can. It's definitely good to stop Lifestealer once he's going for those. Oh, a great pickup, actually. Like, Tinker versus TB. Once he gets that tags, Tinker is just insanely good versus him. You do have Furion to scout him and perhaps Kodos on Pango to jump on him. But you don't have a lot of control for that Tinker, so I like the Tinker pick. It is a little bit unorthodox and out of the box, but you have that changed jungle that Tinker benefits from.
I don't actually remember the last time we cast a Tinker. It's been quite a while. This hero has been out of the meta for months now.
Yeah, definitely has been.
But against the TB, against the Wyvern, all these heroes really, the Tinker can thrive. You do need to be a little bit careful because they can easily snipe you out as the problem. It's a two-way relation right now. They could kill each other.
Yeah, I mean, um, I think it's Miracle that played it a bit recently, but overall, we definitely have not seen a lot of Tinker. Every now and then, he can definitely pop back into the meta and get picked like he is right now because he is a good hero versus hero such as B. So,
We have our drafts, and I don't know. I feel like you want to go with Empire to an extent. It just seems more solid, seems more familiar. But at the same time, all but gold, they've got some strong elements in the Lysil and Beastmaster. And this Tinker, they've just thrown a wrench in the works.
like Beastmaster plus the Hawks, right? Plus Tinker.
Pretty scary. Like
Pretty
that,
scary.
I think I give them the edge. I think that Tinker pick works pretty nicely with what they've got. But you know what? The best thing is, we're not on a panel right now. We don't have to make these assertive, dominant points, all right? There's no score being kept here. There's no blackboard with which you'll wipe your chalk. No, we just came for some high-quality Dota. And I'm looking forward to this one.
Really?
Yeah, why not? You know, like we need to ramp back up, right? Gambit versus Empire 1 was good until the third game. The third game was a little bit one-sided. I'm looking forward to a spicy game between the side of Empire and All But Gold.
So who wins this basically qualifies to the minor, right? As
Yeah,
well.
in a best of 3 though. So
Yeah.
you don't just win one game and win this. You have to win.
Of course,
two.
of course. I'm saying the one who wins this match, not only this particular game.
Yeah, this
The best of-
this isn't any like first place loser logic. There's 2 wins. Although there's one that won better than you, and Empire will know that already.
So let's talk about this. Nyx is definitely gonna struggle versus the Furion if Furion started with that Blightstone, gonna harass the living hell out of him. Usually Nyx does fare pretty well versus Tiny because you can feast on his big health pool, but I don't know that's gonna be the case this game because you're gonna have trees hitting you, you're gonna have Furion hitting you. Rasta cannot do a whole lot there either.
Yeah, the Rasta has to dodge. That's the problem with the Prophet. Even if you shackles him, you've got those 2 little treants that are going to pummel into you with just as much damage. So I'll rotate top. And
We're gonna see both bottom runes going the way of Dar and the top runes going the way of Radiant, so 2 for 2 when it comes to runes.
you have to dodge this Undying, right, as the TB. Like, but if you stay in this lane, we've seen what happens in this type of lane. You have no strength, and then you get zapped down.
You don't have to necessarily. You buy some sticks, and like you have a low health pool, so you're gonna heal up a lot after he uses those decays, and you can also benefit more from the tangos because you have low strength. But as you said, if he gets caught off position with that soul rib, they can definitely take him down, and it's not an easy Terrorblade lane. It's not a lane in which he should dominate or whatever.
Well, they did at least rotate out the Charm. They said they need to do a 2-on-2. Tiny is heading towards the bot lane now after just scouting around.
Yeah, this is the problem though. Tiny didn't start bottom. He went to try and snipe the courier, and now he's rotating bottom, but they already had a good start on the side of Radiant. And I can't stress enough how much it matters to be on the lane instantly in some of these matchups. So instead of starting to hit them instantly and trading in your favor, your Furion is already on 2 tangos. He's forced to go back a bit. You already took control of the lane a little bit, and you could have crushed them instantly. And now you shouldn't, at least, but we'll see.
Yeah, that initial regen burst is really important. If you can actually just burn through this first set of regen and still have some remaining, suddenly the next few waves are played pretty defensively by your opponent. So you can easily just munch up the CS and get an advantage.
Yeah, and the good thing that I do see for Empire is that this Rasta cannot really hold his shackles for long. You have that Tiny there. As soon as he's level 2, he's gonna have way of canceling those shackles, so there are some good upsides.
Although he might go for the point and toss instead, because you've got the tree combo, right? So you can pull one back and toss on the tower.
You can go for toss. If he uses shackles, you just toss him back, so that works just as well.
On the land of Van score. His attempts to slow down his TB have been for naught so far. As TB's top of CS.
Right now, it just looks to me that Old but Gold, even though they might struggle a little bit in the laning stage, I think they have a superior draft. Like this Terrorblade versus Radiance Nikes, if he goes for Radiance, and versus Tinker as well, he's not gonna have a lot of fun.
Big ask and a long way off. You have to think smaller items before then. Who's going to get them and what they're going to do. Empire do have the ability to push towers pretty effectively, right? With the Prophet, with the TB.
Yeah, you can do that definitely. And with this Prophet, you can also do some stuff like port behind that Tinker, perhaps gank him before he has gold. For travels, gank him a few times, get him off the map. Old but Gold's draft I like more, but they definitely have the tools that are at their disposal to be used right, to take down this Tinker, to slow him down, and perhaps take control of the game.
Tinker actually holding on to 2 points right now. Hasn't decided if he wants to go for the missiles build or the marching machines. I expect machines, but maybe not that. Black Archangel goes and denies himself.
Yeah, that's just suicide. I think March as well from Tinker. I think you just get those travels as soon as possible. You can go for the heat-seeking missiles as well, but I don't find that optimal. Like, you can kill this Pango, but you're gonna delay your travels.
Meanwhile, Pango will have a means to farm eventually anyway, right? With the Swashbuckle, Shield Crash going into a Maelstrom, and you'll just be stuck there going, I need to kill people or I don't do anything.
Yeah. Oh, that Pango finds a lucky rune, region on the top lane.
And he has his bottle already, so he'll be able to hold on to it. I need to rush using it. And look at the CS right now. Credit where credit's due. Kratos is
goes
keeping
back.
up. He's in trouble here. Madden, open wounded though.
Him.
They'll just hit him in the face. They get the kill first. Nope, first blood drawn by Madden. Goes down instantly afterwards.
Yeah, that's big for Madden. He gets that extra gold, but at the same time, they do take him down. So Nikes gets full free experience. And it's pretty good for him.
He got a lot of gold as well. He got 450 out of that.
Dude, that's actually awesome. While Madden got 322. He got 322 gold.
Game is trying to say something to him. Often we never say. But at least Prophet can quickly get back to lane. Even if he screws up, you know, he'll have his TP plus his built-in teleportation. Oh, toss back. Illidan on the top. Avalanche as well. He'll be able to move away, but he does tank a lot of damage, and that'll secure at least one rune for save here.
That's actually great because Rasta goes and takes that bounty, right? So
and Vanscore actually got one as well. Yeah, so they got 3 runes on the side of all but gold.
You're happy. You want gold. You're old, but you want gold. So it's really good that they got.
You know what they are? They're the old prospectors from like America, right? You know, the ones that would go and like have the civs looking for gold.
They're literally mafia. Like they're
literally mafia. All right.
Yeah, look at their banner. It's
SpongeBob.
Marlon Brando, man. No, it's Marlon Brando. That's Godfather. They're literally mafia.
Oh, you mean? Yeah. See, when you say bannerless, I'm looking at these things, right?
I don't care what you're looking at.
Like, that is most definitely not Godfather. I know what you're talking about now. Like, yeah, the logo, the emblem.
Yeah, I mean when you were drafting that someone, so
fair point. But, you know, is it a case of if Tinker does a favor for Lifesteal and creating space on the map, Lifesteal do him a favor back and win him the game? Yeah.
I mean, Tinker is taking a lot of space right now, going for that soul ring, and he's gonna be farming the jungle and that mid lane, which is pretty good for them. Sadly, they do not have a hero that can just go mid and soak that experience while Tinker is in the jungle.
No, the heroes are needed elsewhere. The Shaman always has to be bot to make sure they don't jump Illidan, and then the Undying needs to really be on lane, pressuring people. They did actually... I don't know if I'd say they pressured Dream out of lane, but Dream has decided to at least leave the lane and go to the jungle. Meanwhile, Black Archangel in trouble. Zombies scout him out. I'll move through. He actually breaks the trees, and that wasn't the one he wanted to break. If he sidestepped that, maybe stay alive, but instead he will fall to BCZ. Bot lane aggression coming out as well. Sayu getting low. Have to back away though. Companion a little bit too tanky, and the open wounds were running out. A little bit of aggression coming out on both sides. So far, though, all but gold. 3 kills to the one that Empire have. Net worth, however, has remained neck and neck.
Yeah, old but gold. They are rotating this Survivor on top. He's gonna try and just defend the tower for as long as possible. He might just
TP back it, right? Like
he might just die again. Yeah, this isn't the place. He does have first spell to work with, but he's slowed down. Okay, he needs to. I don't know how he survives. Honestly, it's gonna be so tough.
Buys time, but he will die. Like he'll try and hide in these trees, maybe. But okay. The problem is BZZ has a Quelling Blade, so they've just got the Tar.
Just ping. They're even pinging it. Just,
why are they?
Just the tree.
BZZ?
All right, never mind.
Who wants his boots? That must be it.
He could have, like, he even pinged the tree, but he didn't Quelling Blade it. I guess, I don't know.
I like the taunting as well. Black Archangel was like, pay attention.
And he's gonna
see
him now, and he's like, oh,
well, that's
hello
right,
there, buddy.
All those trees. That's right. Let's just walk in and get this kill. Flint Blast can he at least farm on the boars. And Cold Embrace. He's actually wasting a lot of BZZ's time here.
Nyx is in the jungle. Nyx is in the jungle as well, so they gave Rasta some space to get levels, but Tiny's gonna rotate behind, and I think this might be a dead Rasta too. Well, Undying is important,
yeah, they were scouting with the Treants. They might hesitate to go now that the Undying's there as well. Has the level 2 Tombstone.
They wanna go, man.
Their Tombstone's down, Avalanche Toss coming out though, and Shaman. Soul Rip won't keep him live. Vanscore is low on HP as well. He's in trouble. They just cleaned up the Tombstone, they'll clean up him.
Yeah, they kill both of them and the Tombstone, which is pretty legit for them, honestly. I don't know, Undying ported, but that's a level 4 Undying. He's not gonna help you a whole lot there. You needed the core to rotate if you wanted to defend that tower.
What you really need is a Tinker active soon.
I mean, it's still 9 minutes in. He's moving towards those travels. You need him active soon, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. He's gonna get there, eventually. He just needs not to die at the moment. Just farm with Tinker, don't commit yourself anywhere. Just farm, get your farm up, and then just start wrecking people.
But in fairness, that is the good news for them, is that Team Empire are hunting everywhere but where Tinker is, which means he will eventually be out on the map. He will eventually take control of his lanes, and then the pressure's on you to look for an opportunity to push. But how do you find it? Especially with his heroes. If you think like Prophet, for example, Prophet's more likely to get killed by Tinker than vice versa. With the way that he has to play this game. With the way that he has to be split pushing. Speaking of Prophet, it's going to go top. BZZ has been spotted out. They use the Metamorphosis. They'll clean up the boars, but BZZ will TP away. That was not the move. And if you just started on the Beastmaster, he'd be dead right now.
Tinker might fall here.
Oh, Roll Thunder coming through. Kodos trying. Soul Rip to keep him up, but Tinker a little bit too low. He'll fall to the wrath of nature as Kodos is able to escape, goes back in for the second kill. Vanscore falls. And the Tombstone.
Furion got the first one, but they get the Tombstone now too. Yeah, they're really good. And he can port out, so they definitely needed that Tinker kill. They didn't really invest a whole lot, just the Furion ult and the Thunder Roll, so... Thunder Roll, Rolling Thunder.
The Thunder Roll sounds kind of... I don't know. Rolling Thunder sounds like a plane or something like that. Thunder Roll just sounds...
Thunder Strike. Anyway.
It doesn't really sound like Thunder Strike. No, it doesn't have the same ring.
Thunderstruck, actually. That's their song, right? They have this song. I think it's AC/DC. I'm not certain.
I can't remember if that's the name of the song. Damn, now you got me deep in 4 on that, when we should be deep in 4 on Dota, but... Screw the Dota. The Dota will resolve itself. This song mystery will not. Chat will know. Chat will back you up there. They'll inform you.
Alright, so how's Nyx doing? We haven't really talked about him a whole lot. 11 minutes in. He does have that Midas, I think, flying over him. Yeah, so he has Midas. And Tinker is moving towards those travels too. He needs, like, what? 80 goldish more? 80 gold, 1 more creep pretty much. He should have it.
Come on.
There's the creep.
Come on right there. Yeah. Go get it.
Is he gonna die because of this creep? He won't. Usually, you know what? When it happens, you go for this one creep that runs away and then you die because they're waiting on the high ground or something. That's such a horrible feeling.
But the wait, come back. And that's what Tiny's saying to Velio here.
Yeah.
And guess who's arriving for the party? The Prophet. Madden moving across. Archangel as well. Everything just to ensure this kill into the Shaman. find it. Can they actually commit to a push after this is the question. I mean, the Nature's Prophet is here, but I don't know if they want to push him for tier 2s just yet. But if you delay it too long, then you're going to have a Tinker that will make sure you never can anyway. He has those boosted travel now.
I guess they realize that they won't be able to end this game on time, so committing to that Midas and late game items is I mean, understandable. Questionable, but understandable.
He flesh golemed up. Rolling Fun's going to come up from Kodos, so rip on Advanced School to keep him alive. He won't be able to do the same for the tower though. The Primal War's going to be used. Pangolier stuck here. Rolling Thunder about to run out. He needs to move away with the Swashbuckle. Instead, he goes aggressive. We'll get the kill with Shield Crash. Still has the haste to work with. Toss across. Gets the kill on the BZZ as well. 2 down already, and they're going to pursue for more. He might be able to actually go for the tier 2 here. They want to commit the Metamorphosis, that is. I think they'll just back away. They're going to remain calm about this. Empire now have a 3,000 net worth lead. And that's against the lineup that went for a Midas and has had a Tinker farm in all game. Also, Pangolier is dancing a lot.
Yeah, but they did just get that Midas Dawn Ix. Like, the second time he's going to use it, or third perhaps. I think it's the second time he used it. So even if you are falling and dying like this, on the side of all but gold, I don't think you're super sad about it. Like, you still have these items that are gonna, and the heroes that are gonna scale better, I believe. So.
Yeah, but we have enough time. Like, this is the thing. I'm looking at the way the map is kind of carved shrinking up right now. Yep. Yeah, it's shrinking pretty fast for the side of all but gold. And that's not going to slow down. That's going to ramp up, right? With the Prophet, the way he's building, and then also this Terrorblade. In for the tier 1 tower now, and you can see Illidan just trying to get rid of these trees, but he can't hard commit. Instead, he has to give it over. Tombstone thrown down, but Kodos says, all right, I am a high ground ward now.
He gets that undying.
Might keep pushing here. It looks like Dream wants to go for it.
Bottom lane, Tinker was porting in. He saw the Pango port in and instantly cancelled.
And BZZ's in a board right there. They throw the Primal Roar, but good luck with the escape. Guess what? Prophet's about.
The creeps,
he can't deny himself. No, he's got too much HP. He'll run away, but it's too late. Throws out a bird before dying, but dies
he did force out like 4 heroes to go bottom right.
Yeah, I think that was really overkill from Empire. They didn't need that many.
It definitely was.
But then again, they were looking to back away, right? Because the Metamorphosis ran out, and you can already see the wards were committed by the Shaman on the mid. It didn't drop tower either. All in all, Empire looking pretty cozy going into this mid game, though. 5k net worth lead now. TB and Prophet fighting for top spot.
I believe Empire won versus them in this qualifier before too. So Empire is definitely doing well right now. I'm afraid for them because I don't feel like their draft is superior, even though their gameplay so far and playstyle has definitely been on point. They're using the advantages that their heroes are giving them.
Oh, that's a pretty bold move coming out. Kodos, I mean, he knew about the Tinker, but he did not expect the Shaman.
Right? Perhaps they aren't using everything completely right. They were a little bit, like Kodos was a little bit too cocky there.
I think maybe you just go for the Rolling Thunder play straight away. Because you know the Tinker won't have Blink Dagger yet. He's still a little bit away. Maybe, well, you don't know for sure, right? But you've got to assess the likelihood that he has Blink by now is pretty low. Especially with the cooldown. And Tinker, he is not going anywhere. Locked in place with the Avalanche. The Metamorphosis was triggered.
Yeah, that was not very well played by him. Gets caught off guard there and dies before he got that Blink. He's in 1700 gold, so not the end of the world, definitely for him. But that's half of the meta that you can use and you can push this tier 2 on mid.
Should be able to get rid of the tower, actually. No one's really going to stop this. What's your most hated hero to play out of all this? Or BZZ dies in the bot lane, or does he? Primal Roar comes up, Pangolier down again, and Madden will find the return kill. So 1 for 1. More value gained for all but gold there. But don't worry, Empire will swing it around. Dream in the mid lane continues his push. Oh, they're going back in. Shackles are there. Prophet hung around. All but gold. They may have baited him in here. The missiles coming across, but won't be enough. Winner's Curse out on the Shaman. Might try and turn around. It's going to be TP away by Madden. He's looking to arrive back in the fight as well because he has the teleport available.
Yeah,
Belly
maybe
all hiding.
Nah, maybe he tries to snipe out Rasta, but it's very hard. Instead, they go top for Illidan.
That's much easier. Or is it?
Is it, though?
TP's away. A lot of damage done, though. Illidan.
I mean, it would have been easy a few patches ago.
Yeah, with the toss. Not anymore, though. Maybe if they just... I don't think they needed to jump that soon either. Say you ran out a little bit too soon considering the TB was coming as well. So yeah, let's get back to that question. Like, out of all these heroes, which one would you hate to play the most? In general.
Which one would I hate to play the most? So, hate to play it forever or what?
Like, if I put you in a pub game right now and you had to play one of these heroes, which one would you hate me picking for you?
The Undying. I mean, Undying is sometimes fun. I don't know. Like, there isn't a single hero that's super boring in this game, actually, right now.
I kind of like... I'm not the biggest fan of Tinker because a lot of it is just kind of like queuing orders,
I mean,
right?
but Tinker is fun. Like, I mean, he's not fun for the enemy. For yourself?
Garmin? Ain't fun for him. He's going to go down. The Swashbuckle's coming out. And BZZ falls. Black Archangel stays alive. Or couldn't kill him.
Yeah, I mean, Black Archangel, he can spam these voice lines and all that, but you aren't killing Nyx, you aren't killing Tinker. And that Tinker has his blink now. Nyx is... Yeah, he has completed his relic. Like, he's getting closer to his radiance too.
Yeah, but what is countering him?
I don't think you should feel very cocky if you are Empire right now. I don't think that you're in full control of this game. Once that radiance is up, once the Tinker gets ags, suddenly, like, your heroes aren't gonna do a whole lot. The only question is Empire gonna feel like cocky enough to just leave this and go late game, or are they gonna pressure the matter right now?
I think they want to look for kills. The thing that will make them feel pretty confident is the pick up on Madden. He picked up an Orchid. He's not revealing the lane just yet. He wants to look for a pick off. If Illidan shows up, might be the one they go for. I'll toss back. No, in the mid lane they find a better one. Maybe not better, but much easier. Vanskill goes down.
I love how he tosses him back and he instantly disappears. Just
your Undying. Just your casual plus
illusions, yeah.
Those illusions are not reasonable. Insanely ridiculous the amount of damage that you put out as a TB with your illusion army.
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna see the second CIS qualified team from this series, and right now it's looking pretty even, say.
Well, the scales swing in Empire's favor a little bit more as they find another pick off. Madden will TP out as Illidan was trying to aggress.
Like you can't like that's like whatever. You found the Rasta.
Oh, what? But Illidan.
Illidan. Rage, no port. What? Use your Midas.
He literally walked up to the bounty, saw Seiyu and walked away. He didn't even try and pick up the bounty. Now he's gonna die. There's no escape. They've got Orchid. I'll silence him up. Ron find a free, gets rid of the trees, but you're not going anywhere. And the toss forward, they actually tried to play off that with Kodos. They'll be able to chase forward and find Vanskill as well. He sees a shrine, he wants a shrine, but realizes it won't make a difference anymore.
Illidan?
Mid lane. The hunting. They almost got G there. BZZ being slowed as well by the burn. He can't escape from this. Silenced up by the Orchid. He's definitely gonna... Oh no! This Swashbuckle almost killed off G.
Almost, actually, it procced on him. Man, if they killed G there, that would be a push. That would be a high ground push instantly. Ooh, they tip him even. They're like, we know what happened. We saw that. Man, that was so close.
G just probably making some squeamish noises right about now. A little bit too close for comfort. You protect your high ground, but now you can't contest this rush. They're trying.
Max is alive. They might try to go, actually.
I mean, Illidan does have the Radiance, but he can't fight against Save. That guy's too tanky.
Nah, you're Nyx. You'll eat him alive. You just have to go
here as a team. You don't attack fast enough. Come on.
Nah.
Do you really want to waste that much time trying to kill a Tiny? That's scary.
Stone is here. They definitely want to fight. They just have to find the right angle.
Yeah, they don't care right now.
There you go.
Alright, there's the vision they need. Guess what? Infest bomb incoming. Gary Black Dragon has arrived. Body blocks. Getting pretty deep. He's going to force Dream to attack him. Meanwhile, on the other side, though, no. BCZ, they're going to backstab. Wrong Thunder coming through. Shackles, long range, onto the Wyvern. Does have the Wings Curse to work with him. They're in choke point. It's going to come out. Aegis there. Trying to move in. Aegis on the ground. No one's picked it up. No. Illidan, he can't get in. He's going to be able to go. They're denied. Madden stops anyone from getting it. They'll take the kill in the lifesteal instead, and the buyback was forced out the Beastmaster. They'll even find G on the side, and that's going to be a high ground push regardless.
Oh god,
Those wards.
those old fingers were not quick enough.
Oh no!
Oh man, like he was clicking on the edges, and then he moved the Stout Shield out because he thought that Stout Shield was the problem. But Stout Shield was not the problem. You were out of range. The wards from Shadow Shaman were.
And now the play. They're trying for a kill on Kodos. They can't find him. The Colin Brace protects him. Dream is hit up by the Primal Roar, but the Minimal Sackbed looking to move in. Prophet chasing, wants to kill him. The BZ will find it. The Orca proc's enough. That's a dieback. And they'll continue the push now. They've even got Colin Brace that they really need it. Tinker just trying to get them out of the base, but they're at least going to take the racks before they leave.
Yeah, they're gonna...
This is bold, Illidan. Dream. Colin Brace will protect him. Avalanche coming in. There's the Hex to stop Tiny from doing this. Washbuckle forward. G getting low. Splinter Blast as well with the tree. No! Tinker! He's dead. That's a dieback. Rolling Thunder in. They're looking for more. They'll find the kill. The Shaman. The Blink forward. Controlling up onto Illidan. Going to zone him out. Try and run him down, but now you need to move away. Open Winds is on him. Getting him low. The toss coming in from Seiyu. The ambush is there. And Vanscore. He did drop the tombstone, but he won't be there to keep it alive.
Another side, actually.
I think this might be game.
Oh god, if they only had phase boots there to Rasta's wards or anything like
I mean that was the awkward moment.
His own Shadow Shaman's wards blocked him. He couldn't get to the Aegis.
And his escape was blocked by the Terrorblade as well. And Illidan, he won't escape either. This is game. This is definitely game one going the way of Empire. And what an unfortunate series of events around that Roche pit to make you lose it.
Yeah, so unfortunate. Overall, I honestly thought that Old Patrol, they had the superior draft late game, but it never got to late game. They never let them get those items. They forced them to fight on that Roche pit. That Roche pit did not go well for them. Suddenly you find yourself defending the high ground without Tetherlance and Aghanim's on Tinker, and you just lose.
Credit where credit is due. You know, you looked at the way Empire played that game. They had this urgency about them, right? They knew that they were on the clock, and you could see that urgency the way they played through that mid game, the aggression, the tower after tower push, and everything just culminating in that Roche fight. Looked like All But Gold may have had the perfect wall placement to stop anyone from picking up the Aegis. The problem was they were the ones that wanted to pick it up.
Yeah.
Well, that's game one. Game two will be ready to go in a few minutes. Short break before we get to that, those folks. So just hang around. Don't worry. We've got more to the door action here. We'll see if All But Gold can bring themselves back into this, or if Team Empire will just cruise on through into that second slot.